spot. Welcome to Wallride X, the Wallride exclusives. My name's Dez, aka Flippinboards. I got my main man right here. 30 years in the game. 30 years, what? Owning a company. 30 years skating.
Yep.
Shoot, Marko Jazbinsek. Going crazy. Today's episode's a special episode for me, man, because today's guest, I met him a couple of years ago when I was first starting flipping boards, man. I only had a few boards, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, hey, look, I'm trying to change the game just like you did, man. So watch. And he believed in me. He's like, go do it. So today, the icon, innovator, pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo. Doesn't matter where you come from. It could be something. You got to believe in that. You know, and that's what he instilled upon me, instilled upon many others, man. Professional skateboarder, entrepreneur, mountain mover.
Wow.
Stevie Williams, let's go.
Stevie,
Yeah, feel me?
Yeah.
What's poppin'?
Welcome. Thank you.
It's a
Thank
good
you
intro,
for coming,
good
man.
intro.
You like that? Man? Like that? I've been waiting a few years for that one, man.
Great intro.
I do have a surprise for you.
Yep.
Oh, the
Surprise, man. You gotta.
yeah. Surprise come in the beginning.
So, you know, we here with the innovations, and this is my little surprise deck right here. Created this product a while ago because I just want to change the game, make it fun. But anyway, Stevie, you got to open this, man, because you got to open it, man. You just
Before we
crack
start.
that open for it. Yeah. Rip that open, man.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Pull that
What
out.
do we got?
Oh, wow.
What we got?
Whoa. Okay.
775 chocolate board.
Chocolate board. Yeah. Small one, huh?
Small,
yeah.
flat.
That's the size, right? That's what
Damn.
we used to skate.
It's collectors, huh?
It's collectors, man. That's
Damn.
what I do.
Yeah.
Messed up. You got a gym right here.
You tell the story, so that's.
Yeah, this is probably one of my third or fourth pro models. Yeah, it's a series.
Yep.
And it makes a dope painting. I forget who designed the painting, but
Peacocks.
Evan Heckox?
Yep.
I think he's the
Peacocks.
artist. Yeah.
City
Top
series.
yeah, series, yeah.
So it's like, you put all the boards
all
together.
together,
like,
and it makes
it like
yeah,
a
makes a
picture.
story. Yeah.
Sick.
Hell yeah, don't lose this.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
This is part of my. So, you know, my name is Flippinboards, but I got the not Flippinboards collection.
What, is this your personal collection?
Yeah, it's my personal collection, man.
Not for sale.
Not for sale. So I have like the hashtag not Flippinboards because people think, oh, he just flipped. No, I got my own
For
collection
keeps.
too.
That's for keeps.
You know, it's for keeps. One more for keeps. Let's check this
nice.
one out.
Let's see what
Okay.
We got to, man.
So you can rip
got
it?
them
Oh, there
here.
we go.
Yep.
We got to do it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
This
Sign?
is
Sick.
old school right here.
Yeah.
Oh, so little? Where'd you get this at? On eBay?
Man, this is what I do.
Yeah, I must have signed this on
Is
store or
this-
something.
Bet.
That's part of your personal
Yeah,
collection.
that's my old
Also?
handwriting.
Yeah.
That's my old signature.
This got to be like 2000, 2001.
Same artist,
This
right?
is before DGK.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I used to always still tag DGK.
I saw that. I was like, damn, when did that's what I was
Yeah,
tripping.
you
I'm
did.
like,
I always tag
Okay,
DGK.
cool.
Yeah, you got some
show that
jewels.
to the camera.
Yep.
That Impala, you know what I'm saying?
Sick.
And another Hecox car series. So,
That's dope.
Yeah, the graphics was cool, yo.
time
I was just so happy to be on chocolate that I don't even think I really looked at the graphics. I was just like,
this goes.
Yeah.
I just looked straight at my name on
Yeah.
the board.
And, This is back in the screen when all the boards were screened.
Silk screen.
silk
silk
screen.
screen,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, wow.
It was one color at a time. Then you
Right.
had to wait and put the second color on. Wait to dry and
Skateboarding
stuff.
came a
Yeah.
long way.
There it
Time-consuming
man.
process.
Look at that.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
that's a
Yeah.
20-something-year-old signature.
Yeah, it's an old signature. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of 20-something years, I know you're celebrating
Yeah.
DGK 25 years.
25 years. Yeah.
Right? And they dropped this exclusive, limited to 100 pieces worldwide, multiple graphics from Mark Gonzalez, Thrasher, Andy Howell, Black, a couple different artists and stuff like that. So, I mean, we got to have you crack one open, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it cracking.
So that's like recent stuff.
There's a
Congrats. Yeah. 25
Thank you.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, what we pull?
What is it? Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Gongs?
Mark Gonzalez.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. This is my favorite one too.
Yep.
That's hard.
Yeah, I like this.
Mark Owens art. With the
Yeah.
foil.
Bigger
Yeah.
size now. Yep. You see the change.
Well, yeah.
825.
825.
Yep.
But this is a trophy for me because Mark Gonzalez is idol of mine, and he's an icon. So it was dope for him to make this happen, and it was a surprise for me, and I feel really, really proud for him doing this for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, shout out to Mark Gonzalez,
Boom.
my dog.
Stevie, what size deck do you skate now?
I skate 7'9".
How
Yeah,
you like that size?
it's perfect.
It's good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You ever went up to 825 or anything?
No,
like
it's too
bigger than
big.
that? It's too big,
Yeah,
yeah.
but if I don't skate for a long time,
Yeah.
then I'll hop on the 8 to get used to skating again, and then I'll drop down to my size when I feel more comfortable back on the board.
Word, man. So, yeah, I wanted to just showcase some
Yeah,
of
that's
the decks,
awesome.
some of that.
Yeah.
You know, but let's jump into the new grind. Actually, this graphic back here kind of speaks to it as well, man.
DGK we came a long way. That's some modern looking. That's what I'm talking about right there.
You know what, man?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You beasted in the gym, man. So
Yeah,
talk
so-
about that, man. Talk about like
the gym, yeah.
and how it's had an impact on your skating.
Oh, I didn't even realize that
and
graphic was like the pit bull at the
Yeah.
gym.
That's you.
That's lit. I started going to the gym maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, like 4 years ago. And it was something that helped me build a routine for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then I had an opportunity to watch my two boys while their mom went away for work on a trip overseas. And I had to take them to school in the morning. There was no getting up at 10:30, 11 and then waiting around. Like it just, everything had to switch. And I thought like, what could I get into to occupy my time so I can be on their schedule? And then I started taking this boot camp class, which was built around their schedule. And then I would be able to stay up and get some work done and wait for my youngest son to get out of school and pick him up. It just brought a new routine into my life. And then when the pandemic came around, I just kind of stuck with it. And it just really just grabbed my life, and now it's a part of my life. So
Yeah.
When you started feeling gains, and did that translate to skating? I mean, like, because
you condition
the gym ain't
yourself, right?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, when
be able to
I
skate.
first started, and you know how skateboarders can be, I was getting a lot of pushback and jokes on me working out, right?
Yeah.
But when you start to work out and you start to understand that it's a transformation that you're making for yourself and not anybody else, it's not so much about what people are saying. It's more so about like, what can you bring into your life for you to have a better outcome, better results for yourself.
Word.
And that should resonate in skateboard, and it should resonate in whatever you're doing in your life, because you know where you're at, and then you know where you're trying to go. So nothing is stopping you. It's only like you, it's space and time. So being able to understand how to get there and be a part of that transition, you know, it takes building a new routine for yourself. It takes breaking old habits. It takes having the confidence to get past all of the noise. And then when you actually start to see some results, you could feel more confident about your journey. And then, you know, you start to set goals for yourself. And then that's what you should do in your life. Like, anyway, is learn how to set goals for yourself and achieve these small, short-term, midterm, and
Goals,
long-term goals. Yeah.
Right.
So gym really is just goal-driven for yourself, and then like a stress reliever like skating too. So yeah.
But that's cool because you didn't even mention like you focused on the mental aspect and honestly like almost even a spiritual aspect.
I was about to say, so
Right.
once you get into it, then it becomes spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what it's about.
Word.
Yeah, like transformation, mental wellness, mind, body, and soul, and being able to understand and have a grip on your life
Word.
moving forward. That's what I use it for. I
Yeah.
can't speak for anybody else, but
Yeah.
it helped me out like tremendously with my life and my journey.
Word.
So
It's motivating, right? To all of us, you know, seeing you
yeah,
killing in the gym, and then, you know, Jaquan, it's like inspirational for
Yeah.
us, you
I
know?
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
You
Yeah.
trying to get in the gym?
Well,
No, he's not. He always here. Well, I got something to do tomorrow. And then, what time you trying to go? It's like, no, don't worry about it.
Because I saw that, I said, "Are you really? You trying to go out? Let's go."
I stretch.
It sounds good, right? Yeah.
I do it in my home.
Yeah, as long as you,
I do it in
privacy of your own.
Right.
You do it in the bathroom. Yeah. You do it by yourself. I understand, though. And it's not easy to get in the gym and start thinking you can do, like, I don't know, what I do, but what I show is not what I do.
Right.
What you see is what I do after what I do. And I really just do a class or I work out hard at the gym and then I'll get somebody to film something small for what I want to show, but it's not really what I do.
What about nutrition and stuff? Because I've seen on like you had like talk about no sugar sometimes, go 75 days.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that right now.
You're on it right now. How's it going?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. This is your second time doing it?
No, it's like third or fourth. Like, yeah.
So no sugar?
No sugar. Nothing.
No carbs?
Carbs, yeah, I need carbs, but no snacks, cookies, cakes, chips,
ice cream.
Like no added
ice creams, no nothing. I just drink orange juice and water. Yeah. I had a little bit of vitamin water today where me and my son ate.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need like a little bit of something before, like you just can't go so hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned in these challenges. It's all about balance, right? But overall, cutting out like certain habits and then also being dedicated to the diet and then reading a chapter a day, drinking a gallon of water a day, and then just other like things that you just add to your life.
Man, I mean, you're like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, and then work out twice a day.
Twice a day.
Yeah, work out twice a day.
See, the IG ain't say that.
Dedication.
Yeah, so it's like I don't push what I do on people. I just kind of show people what I'm doing. But I don't really care if you work out or not. Like I ain't tripping. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's you doing you.
That's me doing it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's cool.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, if you want it, it's cool. But I'm not like the guy that's like, oh, you should do this and this and that. Like I don't care. Like if you want me to help, I'll help. I'm not a trainer, but I'm more like a coach too, kind of ish. But I'm more so I get in there and do my own shit. Jump out because I'll be having other things to do, and it's more like a stress reliever of before I hop into like the office and give myself to the world. Yeah. And then after I give myself to the world, I can have a relief, and then I'll like go home, eat, to go to bed. Yeah.
Cool. Stevie, so you're from Philly.
Yeah.
Lived in SF, Atlanta. Now you live in LA.
To say that I lived in all those places is like damn. But yeah, each place I would say represents like a milestone in my life. When I look back at my career, these things allowed me to be who I am and allowed DGK to have an identity. It allowed me to be as authentic as possible from back in the day to where we're at now. So when you look at
LA,
each time I moved to a different place, it moved me into a different realm of skater, era, tastemaker, all of these things as social media grew into play for everything as well. A lot of these cities didn't embrace skateboarding how I was portraying it until I got there and kind of showed and invested firsthand into the eyes of the public. So that means taking a pushback, taking the scrutiny, understanding that other people may have the narrative, right? Just certain things that just allowed me to just stay focused on like what was true and core for my career, but then also knowing that I had a brand that could ultimately be a really dominant brand one day, right? Yeah. But not knowing if it could, but that's the goal for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being rooted in a bunch of different cities, and also Barcelona
Oh, Barcelona. Okay.
we were able to curate DGK in a way where it's authentic. It's probably the one of the most authentic skateboard brands
It is.
ever,
Yeah.
because it's been telling a story, the same story, and a story of growth for the past 20 plus years.
So you mentioned how locations, you know, had an influence on creating an authentic, you know, or just molding this authentic brand, right? And the essence. Talk about relationships, people you met. So like a Danny Way,
Ken Block.
Rob
Dyrdek.
Well, I looked up to Dyrdek and Danny Way as a skater, and before I got on Chocolate, for me to even think that I was going to even be on a team with Danny Way and Dyrdek was just far-fetched, but it wasn't. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
Right? And when I got on Chocolate and the video part came out and Kelly Bird kept me on DC shoes, it wasn't until this trade show party that we all did the team photos when I really met Ken Block.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ken Block. But when I met him, and I was only 19 trying to sneak into the DC party.
The party,
I'm like, bro, you gotta get me in, bro. Like, you the owner? I'm like, yo, you gotta get me in, bro. I'm like, he's like, oh, Stevie, no, I'm gonna see. I'm like, no, you gotta get me in, bro. I gotta be in this party, like. And it was like, well, okay, well, you gotta stay. So the photo shoot was at the party. So I did the photo shoot.
Yeah.
And I stayed. And they was like, just don't be seen, right?
Yeah.
Man, I was not listening. They started giving me bottles of champagne. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm shirt off at the party, wilding out. Like, and I think that was the best time that I had. I was like, oh, I can hang out with these dudes. And me and Ken grew a dope relationship, and I learned a lot of marketing from him. Same thing with Dyrdek. Dyrdek was always influential.
Marketing genius is this guy, so Ken Block and Dyrdek?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and then Danny was just always Danny Way.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get close to Danny and...
Gnarly dude.
Yeah, and me and him built a really dope relationship, and I was able to learn a lot of cool things, get a lot of good advice from them. And then if you look at all of the team members from that photo shoot that day, the majority of us all walked away with our own brands.
Oh, wow, that's fine.
Yeah.
Huge.
Like all of us.
And shout out to Danny Way.
Yeah, shout out Danny Way. Yeah.
All the young viewers at home, you gotta look up Danny Way, man, because you know
machine.
He's a pioneer. Yeah.
And he skate anything, man. Street, transition.
Yeah, transition.
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
Yeah, straight up.
Like,
yeah, he was a dude. Yeah,
like,
he pushed boundaries.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
he did,
a lot of
push
people,
boundaries,
a lot of youngsters don't know. Like, Plan B did a signing in Long Beach like a year ago. All the kids walked past Danny Way, and I was standing there like, yo.
It's the new generation,
man. Yeah, they
it's
don't. Yeah, you can't really.
Media,
it's just everything moves so fast that you can't. Like, if you don't. Yeah, it's hard, man.
It's hard.
I don't even know what to tell people what to do. I don't know.
It's a
so
5-second attention span.
You get 3 days.
Yeah.
You get 2-3 days to be talked about.
Yeah.
If you're hot.
Right.
If you're hot,
Right.
they'll talk about you for like 3 days.
Right.
Crazy.
Outside of that, no, probably not. Like,
so that goes into the marketing thing, right? So you are an innovator, as I mentioned, you know, pushing boundaries, challenging the status quo, right? With various ventures, right? I'm curious on how you approach projects.
Yeah.
What do you have a different metrics for success? Because you know,
how do you define success? Huh?
Yeah, we're talking because we're talking social media. We're talking how people do something and the lack of attention span now, right? And people want instant gratification.
Right.
Now, when you're starting your own business or have a vision, even us having this podcast, it's not like overnight success, right? And there used to be that quote, overnight success
to you, right? What does that mean to you?
What does that look like in a project? It's like, for example, I know you were involved in like AYC, Asphalt Yacht Club back in the day. Like when before I was collecting decks and I put and bought. You know, I remember watching that. You know, it was like you, Nigel on the podcast, and it's like
SLS.
It's not around anymore, but like that doesn't mean that it wasn't successful. So I'm curious because you got, as I mentioned, decades in the game, and multiple ventures in the game, and that separates you from a lot of people out there. So
obviously I'm not scared to try new things, and it's not. That's just me. I see things that other people don't see, and it's funny because me and my partner, we talked about this yesterday, and I think it was today, and he said that I have, I'm just ahead, and that's a good thing and that's a bad thing, because being too far ahead,
if the timing is not right,
if the timing is off, it's not going to work.
Right.
And then you get a lot of pushback, and you get a lot of pain. I would say pain, because you're so passionate at your vision and what you see, that if it's not reciprocated how you intend, then it could hurt your feelings, right? And then if it doesn't work out financially and it has to go away, it could send you into depression. You know, things hurt. In my case, I can admit now, because I'm healed, that a lot of things that I've tried to do in the industry was before its time, and it wasn't reciprocated, and I felt some type of way about that. You know what I mean? And so when you ask,
you're like too early almost, right?
No, it's like, no. When you're talking about success, like, success is measured in the eye of the beholder, right? So my success of having a vision come to life and being reciprocated by industry that I think deserves it. When it's not absorbed or, supported, it sucks, it hurts. But to turn around and see it being duplicated by someone else years later, and it be accepted and supported, really hurts my feelings. Really, really hurts my feelings. But it just spun me in a way where, like, I don't have any failures, but I do have some L's, which is lessons learned. Being too far ahead. And not being on time. But I can't take any of that away, because when you look at a DGK has always been on time. DGK sets the tone, and DGK has a solid identity within the skateboarding pie. So I don't complain, but I do walk away studying why things have happened, and then I look and I try to observe and dissect
analyze things,
especially with like Asphalt Yacht Club, and what went wrong, or when you look at a Reebok or RBK and see like, damn, what went wrong, or anything else that was more like minor, to say, well, damn, like, what went wrong, and then to see it without any malice, right?
That's the trick, though, right? It's like without clouding your vision, because that's the sense of
without anger.
Without just
without holding a grudge. And I can honestly say, like, I do hold grudges, and I can't, because if it's destined for me to do something great, then I feel like the Most High will bless me with that. So I can't. I'm not greedy, and I do have DGK. So.
And you're not fearful to try, to continue trying, because it feels like a lot of people get discouraged. That's my main
success. Success is a scary thing.
It will push you.
It's scary. Success ain't what you see people like, oh, I made it, and I got my riches, and I'm better than you. That's not success. That's power trip. That's different. That's an illusion. Success is being grateful and appreciated for the hard work that you put in, because gratitude is the attitude. I feel successful because I could have sparked something. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can look at it this way, like all these cities, like, Philly, Atlanta, SF, LA, you see kids with rocking DGK. That's a huge success.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, successful, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's
that's cool.
You know, enormous.
And even like the projects, like for example, the NFT project, right? The first one that you launched, the Lord Williams, where you know you get your design,
You get
your
the
NFT,
you get the utility.
you get the utility.
That was way before people.
That was way before,
So
man.
people here, people don't want to.
But
I went off on that.
Yeah,
I was
that's how
that's
we
how
got
we
it.
met,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I
how
was
we
like,
met.
hold on, he's on to something right here. I bought like 5 of them, and I was like, and it comes with a board signed by Stevie, boom, you know. And so for me, on the other side,
I thought that was cool.
It was
fun.
yeah. I was like, this is cool and something that I want to invest in. I feel like I see value in it.
Yeah.
And again, like for me, that alone is cool. If it's value and I think it's dope,
Yeah.
you just get behind it. If it takes off and it becomes, you know,
it could come back, right? Digital art, NFTs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a collection out there still, and it's about innovation. That's all it's about. I ain't even front. It's just not for me, and I'm only speaking on me. I don't want to be cornered into a box of one thing, and I don't mind having my identity set in stone for DGK and Stevie Williams and what I've done in the skate thing, but outside of that, as a regular person, not the superhero dude.
Yeah.
Like the Clark Kent guy, he is a regular stand-up guy that has dreams and aspirations for himself as well, outside of being Superman. So that's like kind of what I deal with a lot. That's who I am, and those are the things that help empower Superman.
I mean, talk about your humble beginnings, and you know, even to the point of, you know, homelessness, and to get to where you are now. There's the only way to get there is steady, and you maintain steadiness. So
I'm humbled damn near every day. Every day, I still get humbled every day because I learn. I don't think I people may think I know everything.
Yeah.
But I do know a lot.
Yeah.
But I get humbled every day for the things that I don't know how to do. And it's a reminder that I don't know everything. But I would like to share the things that I learned and apply them to what I try to do. But being humbled will open you up for the learning experience that you deserve. So if you can't take accountability for the things that you don't know, you won't get to the thing you don't know.
Stevie, I was telling Dez, you know, like right now the industry's like, we're like dipping, and I was telling Dez, like, this is when we gotta push the hardest, you know, because the industry's dipping.
Push the hardest for what?
Like marketing or sales. Like we gotta like basically analogy, like when you like hit some bottom, that's when you push the hardest with skateboarding, right? That's when like I think that's when you did like the switch hill, switch nose Manny, fakie hardflip out of Pier 7, right? When you hit the low is when you gotta go the hardest. And I was telling Dez, you know, like the same thing now, the industry, the skateboard.
It was a different time back then, though.
It was different, huh? Yeah. Like
how so?
Nobody cares about what you just did. Somebody's about to do something else as soon as you swipe up.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, it was cool you did that. That would last 3, 4, 5, 6 months. People be talking about it.
Right. Yeah.
Nah, they're not talking
Different
about
times,
it.
huh?
Yeah, nah. You get about 2, 3 swipes before they're like, oh damn, that was dope. Let me look at that again. And then it's like, okay, that was cool, dope. It's over, yo.
But Stevie, when you did that trick, that was a real, like, that was like a pivotal, in your career, right?
I feel so blessed. Yes.
That was just like, it launched you like
it launched
a whole new level.
It launched.
Well, what was it like the day before, and what was it like the days after?
Oh, the days before that trick. Oh, I always skated and didn't skate. So I wasn't really skating, but I was skating. But I needed to film. But really, that day I was kicking it with my homegirls, Rashida and Jasmine. And they was at the pier waiting for me to film this trick. So I'm filming this trick so I can leave to go hang out with them at Union Square. To go like drink and just wild out, whatever, you know what I mean? So I did the trick. I was psyched, but then I left. And I told everybody I did the trick, and it was really for like a sponsor me tape. To try to get on a sponsor.
Right.
And I had a bunch of dope tricks on that tape. And that tape wound up getting to Rick Howard and Mike Carroll. And then they wound up using a lot of that footage from my Sponsor Me tape and the chocolate video. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So me filming that trick, I didn't think that trick was going to be the last trick in the chocolate video.
Yeah.
But me filming that trick I knew it was a dope trick, but I really was trying to just finish the trick so I can go hang out with my homies and just go hang out that night. Yeah. Because I filmed that trick, I think, in Air Force Ones too. Like, it was just, I was like, I was chilling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I was chilling. I was on a roll.
Right.
And I had a filmer at that time, and then right when I got the trick, I left.
Word.
So yeah.
So the first time you seen a board, and then seen skateboarding, and the first time you stepped on the board.
Well, the first time I seen the board was
the graphics too, Dez, right? Cause
just
like a skateboard period.
Yeah.
First time I seen the skateboard was my cousin got me a skateboard a long time ago, and we was all skating on the block on some hood shit. And then I used to take the bus from
like legit skateboard.
No, just some like back
some Walmart shit.
Yes, on your knees and all that type of stuff.
One of those, yeah.
Yeah, trying to stand on your hands, do the stuff you see in the movies and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was the hood, right? But then I used to take the bus from North Philly to West Philly every day, and I used to go through downtown. I remember one time I seen a pack of skaters skating down the street, and I was like, damn, that was cool. And then when I moved from a different neighborhood, my cousin Rasul skated, and he was like with a pack of skaters from around the way. And I just wanted to hang out with them so much that I wound up getting a board and skating with them, and then the rest is history.
But so when you got on the board, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm big on like those little details because it's that changed the whole course of your life. Like taking a couple pushes, right, and being like.
Well, no, what changed the course of my life was when I seen the Blind video, and Mark Gonzalez and Jason Lee was skating.
Video days.
Video days. They were skating in London, and I asked Rasul, I'm like, well, why are they in London? He was like, oh, because they sponsored. I'm like, wait, what? What's that? And he was like, you get sponsored.
Get free gear.
You get paid, get free clothes, and then you
travel the world.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, riding a skateboard? All you gotta do is learn tricks. He was like, all you gotta do is learn tricks. And and I was like, damn, that's what I want to do.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna learn a trick a day. I'm gonna get sponsored. That's what I want to do. I want to get sponsored. I want to travel. I want to make money, and I want to be the best.
And so the homies were tripping on you.
Yeah, that's
Cause
everybody in school, everybody, my family, they was like, you really trying to be like, you really want to be a skater? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna be pro. I'm gonna move to California. I'm gonna be pro. And everybody like, all right, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I did,
And I think it was, I don't know if I was watching like an old interview, but you talked about how you would get a video, a VHS, and like play it with the volume down or something, because it was like rock and roll music.
Yeah, my mom wasn't having that.
So Stevie, want to ask you about Josh Kalis right here.
Yes.
He was, he is a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
A mentor.
My brother.
Yeah. How did he influence your path?
Josh was always pushy.
Yeah.
Pushy dude, but in a good way where he recognized my potential when I didn't take it serious. And then when I started to take it serious, it took off. And then I really started taking success serious, and that took off. And I look back and see that Josh was my trampoline and Band-Aid. Like, this the dude that was trying to get me to drink frappuccinos at Starbucks, and I'm like, I don't do that shit. Like, and I'm like, he's like, you gotta adapt to everything, and I'm like, bro, I'm good. So I always been stubborn. Like, that's been my thing. And he learned how to deal with me and my stubbornness. Him and Dyrdek was able to reshape me and help me paint a vision for myself that was bigger than being a hood star. I was happy with just being a hood star. Yeah. But Dyrdek and Kayla showed me
the big picture. The big picture,
especially Dyrdek.
Big picture of success.
Especially Dyrdek. When I moved to LA, he showed me the big picture, and I swear once I got a taste of it, it was no turning back. If it wasn't for Kayla's, I wouldn't have been cool with guys, I wouldn't have been cool with anybody on DC, because Kayla's gave me my stamp, yo.
So what? But this is a big. I think this is a big piece right here. Hood star to, oh man,
International
the
superstar.
vision is
Yeah.
no boundaries. I'll just say limitless.
Yeah, nah, I'm not even on no
right.
star shit. It's more like just entrepreneur,
Right.
really. That's like really,
Right.
like more so like taking on like a more of a positive leadership role for influencing and empowering the next generation correctly.
Through the tool of initially, it's like using skateboarding as
Yeah.
a tool.
Yeah, the tool. And then the success of DGK, the validation, and also the accolades of the walls that I've knocked down to get to where I'm at. The walls that I've knocked down for other skaters to get to where they're at. Because I've dealt with all of the pushback. I dealt with all of the scrutiny. I dealt with all of the finger pointing. I dealt with it all. And then I watched them all turn around and try to duplicate what I let go. And they think that that's successful. But I don't. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
You already know.
NFC blanks. Should we bring that up?
So yeah, NFC Blanks
Yeah.
is like that though. That's NFC Blanks is just
This is
it's
right
just
here?
it's just a tech company.
It's like
It's a tech company.
it has inside
It's the NFC tag
tag. Yep.
inside of products.
Yeah.
Meaning
You scan it with
There's-
your phone.
yeah,
Right?
so the product is called Phygital.
Okay.
Physical products with digital assets. And the NFC tag is the near field communications tag radio frequency that's embedded inside the product.
Inside the product. Yeah.
And then I program
Through your app.
through my app and through
Yeah.
my platform
Yep.
where you could program your experience onto
So
products.
it's an open source, so anybody
Yeah.
can get onto your app and program this to go to like a YouTube part or a web store, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
social feed or delivery link, payment link.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically adding an experience
Yeah.
onto products
word,
through software.
word.
Cool.
That's coming soon.
Yeah, that's coming soon. That's coming soon. It's not grip tape.
It's not. It's,
It's not
like
grip
a
tape.
like a
It's-
tech company, like a licensing, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like for micro brands and shops,
Yeah. Yeah. Shops, businesses,
businesses. Yeah.
influencers, tastemakers.
Here we
So
go.
this is just grip tape,
Yeah.
but it's not a grip tape company.
Word,
It's a software company
word.
that I can put software on products.
Yeah. So again,
Yeah.
Oh,
utilizing
congrats.
utilizing skateboarding as a tool,
Mm-hmm.
and then taking that.
And provide an experience for your customers or your fans. Put your experience on here and go out here and network with people
Dope.
and show them quickly, it's convenient. Instead of doing all of the extra shit, you can just tap that person's phone.
Right.
Tap that person's product with your
Product.
phone
Yeah.
and get the information, commercial, Instagram, whatever you program with. So it's like you like a walking billboard.
It's bringing together connections,
Exactly. Communication.
Community.
communication,
Community, yeah.
on a
Yeah.
physical level.
And then
Yeah.
also like memorabilia as well.
Word.
Memorabilia. Yeah.
So I'm thinking from
Yeah.
a pro standpoint, a successful business standpoint,
Uh-huh.
and the underground point of discover standpoint, and then also a proof of concept
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yeah.
Because from all my trial and error and coming in with trying things
Yeah.
with skateboarding, I already know that I love to be hated type shit. That's how I feel. So it's like, oh, I'm ready for the pushback. I'm ready for people to talk shit. I'm ready for it
Yeah.
all.
That's a,
Yeah.
that's a
I'm
metric
so used to it
That's a
now that
metric.
it's
Yeah.
like,
that you use to,
yeah,
you know,
that shit don't scare me no
Right.
more
Yeah.
because I love what I'm doing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it's not just, oh, look me up, this is my app, and then if you forget it, or you
Yeah.
you do look up the app, but then that's all you see. This is, I could put my website, I could put my
And-
socials,
and
I could
so-
Yep.
put
YouTube
all
party.
the and then
YouTube,
all
yeah,
videos.
you
Okay.
could put your Cash App on there.
Yeah.
You could put
So it's a whole experience.
everything.
And
Yeah.
you just boop,
Yeah.
Wait, I got another question. This is the last question,
Okay.
and it's actually a simple one, man. Just want you to envision, bring us back in the day, some of your favorite graphics or the graphic that you grew up skating.
Skateboard graphics.
I don't know. I don't even mean to let you down, but I don't even know. Oh, the American DGK Stevie board, because that's iconic.
Yeah.
The chocolate grenade board was pretty dope.
Yep.
Javante Turner, a lot of his boards was really
Yeah.
impactful. And then all of the DGK Stevie graphics just be hitting. They hit. My guys be hitting them. So I'm always excited when I like the new board that just came out with the Stevie chain and the Stevie with the yellow eyes. That shit is fire,
That's
bro.
right behind you.
Yeah. This one,
Yeah.
this one, yeah. That one with the Philly hat and the chain.
Possessed, yep.
Yeah. So it's dope. Like I stopped worrying about those things because I'm not like an artist that study art. I study culture, and I'm just happy that my brand has dialed in 1,000% Stevie and the DGK culture, and we have carved out our identity in this skateboard pie as one of the cultural brands in skateboarding.
The original.
Thank you, Stevie, for your contribution to skateboarding, man. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming on to the podcast.
It's still a lot more to do. I mean, shout out to my homie Cooley and everybody at KO Corp that really make everything happen and Saved by Skateboarding. My son and all of our friends at Jaquan, the family, 3700 boys, and everybody that understands how hard this journey could be, and then the ones that supported it along the way because it's authentic, you know. And I'm not out here trying to be nothing other than what I've always been, which is a skater, businessman, philanthropist, and father.
Right. And talk about that, man. Your son's out here busting tricks, man.
Yeah, my son,
I'm like, busting line. I'm like, damn.
Because he see the line, he see what it's supposed to look like, and once he gets the tricks, he's gonna be. But it's just amazing to watch him grow into and see the type of skaters that we are. And it made me actually see the future. So I'll sit back and really just watch him skate and be there for him and teach him about how to skate too. It's one thing to be a skater, but it's another thing is how to be a skater. And he's learning from everybody, not just his dad. He's learning from everybody at Jaquan. It take a village to raise a child, right? It's something that I dream of for myself, and that part is successful to me. When I lived in my sacrifices, and I see what transpired out of my sacrifices, because it could be total opposite. If I chose to do things differently in my life.
You chose a different path. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I go home.
Way different ball game, man. You know.
A crazy ball game. Especially at our age. And there's no there's no more room for errors. That's what I wanted to say. When you asked about the survivor's remorse. I used to feel that way. But now I don't feel that way anymore because I can look at my kids. I can look at my career. And I can look at the success of DGK and how it survived after so much scrutiny, so much pushback, so much lack of support. And it's still a thriving brand. So the day that they want to give, and then the amount of give back we do for the community and culture, and identify the kids of tomorrow for the empowerment of this style. I'm not saying DGK is skateboarding, but we do have an identity inside the pie of skateboarding shared with other brands, legendary brands. And that is what I'm probably the most proud of. And it's not just me. I have a team, and we all handle it, and we all play our role. Shout out to my dogs.
There you go. The gratitude is high, man. Our gratitude is high. Stevie Williams. Man, appreciate you, brother.
Marko.
Thank you.
Let's touch up, sign some boards.
Sick. Let's sign some boards.
Wallride exclusives, man. Check us out. Wallride X.
Dez
360, aka Flippinboards. Marko Jazbinsek. Again, shout out the legend, the icon. Man, Stevie Williams just came through, blessed the squad. Hey, catch you on the next episode. Wallride X. X marks the spot. Peace.